Hi guys, welcome to Ep.5 Kingdom episode 3. Can't believe we're saying episode 3 already, it's gone really fast actually. And today we're talking about Sera Nematol, which is a medicine you can use for internal parasites, how that's worked for my Ep.5s this time round. And we're going to also look at the snails. They've been breeding now and there's eggs, they've hatched a few young ones. So we'll be looking at those and also some behaviour of the Ep.5s that as they're getting older, I'm starting to notice. So this is Sera Nematol, which is the medicine that I bought most recently for my fish. It's pretty good. It works quite effectively. It's strong. It's basically a pesticide. So it's something I didn't risk mixing with the food because I thought if it's too strong, that's just not going to be good for the puffers and don't want them getting even worse than they already are. Now this stuff you put in 1 milliliter for every litre that you have in the fish tank. You leave 2 days before doing an 80% water change. For me, 80% felt like too much for something small like the pea puffers. So in that instance, I just did about 70% change, just to kind of have a bit of a compromise on that because I didn't want to put them in any more danger. But it's good stuff. Unfortunately, 2 of my pea puffers by the time this arrived were very skinny, struggling to eat, so I wasn't able to get them back to health. I lost 2 pea puffers. One thing to be said for this is that it will kill snails and shrimp in your tank. I put the shrimp in my snail tub, but unfortunately without a filter at hand at the last minute notice, they passed away. So if you've got snails or shrimp, if you've got a spare tank set up or another tank that you can put them into, do that whilst you're treating this tank. And then after the 80% change, you can put them back in because you don't want to lose all those as well. Now, this is a lot better than its predecessor I used, which is Isha NDX, which to me just didn't do anything. I know it helps some people, but I think it's just so weak and just adding it to the water doesn't do anything for the pea puffers. So now, having moved on to Sera Nematol, this is the one I personally would buy over Isha NDX. It's a lot stronger. You can see a difference there. Poo was going brown rather than white stringy within about 24 hours. And it was just much, much better for them, I found. Now, the next thing that I've got on purchase now, waiting to be delivered, is Praxi Pro. Now, that's something you can mix with food. I've seen a lot of people doing it with a lot of success. So if anyone has got, here's one of the skinnier ones now. I'll just get that into focus. So I want to get Praxi Pro into these guys, but if anyone's used Praxi Pro and knows exactly how to get this into their system with their food without it being too much added, whether it's like a few drops added with a mix of food, whether you mix some tank water and the medicine with the food before putting it in, any advice people have for this would be very welcome. And I think that'd be really helpful for everyone else too. So as you can see there, that's the white stringy poo. That is a huge indicator of internal parasites. So once you get that long white stringy poo like that, you know you've got an issue on your hand. So unfortunately, I've got this still in the tank. But she's still a really good size, looking really healthy, so that's positive. I'm just hoping I get the Praxi Pro in ASAP. But yes, any advice on that would be really, really welcome in the comments section. Unfortunately, in using Sera Nematol, it was a bit too late for some of the puffers, so I did lose 2 of the pea puffers, which is really gutting. So at this stage, I'm just going to wait until I can get this parasites under control before buying more pea puffers, because the last thing I want to do as a responsible fish owner is to keep putting fish in kind of like harm's way. So just going to hopefully get these guys. This is Gerald again, with amazing colours. Love the colours on this guy. He's got such amazing like iridescent lines all over his body. So I want to get these guys in tip-top condition before I put any new fish in there. So that is the next challenge. Okay, so talking about the snails, you can see a few tiny, tiny snails down here. If I can get any closer to them, that have been born. And I'll show you the eggs that these guys have so you know exactly what you're looking for, because I nearly actually flushed them away when cleaning this tub. So it's very easy to miss, but once you know what you're looking for, as I'll show you these pictures, you'll spot them and you'll be able to let them hatch out and let them grow. So this is what you're looking for when it comes to the snail eggs. It's a clear sac that will be stuck to the side of the tub or bucket, or if you've got plants, they'll probably be stuck underneath the plants and the leaves. So it's quite hard to spot at first, but once you know what you're looking for, It's very easy. And they have these little tiny white dots, so you'll be able to spot them as well, which make it easier. And I presume they're the snails, the baby snail eggs inside there, or the yolk. And then I think there must be at least about 50 to 100 in each sack. There's loads in there. So once they start breeding, you should have quite a lot, and they start hatching, you have quite a lot of snails to feed the pea puffers. So it's free food. What more could you ask for? This is exactly what everyone needs, really, because you want to save money. And it can take, a lot of the burden off if you run out of food and you've got a tub full of snails. You got it ready made and to give them. Hey guys. I'm talking to the peas, not you guys, but you guys as well. So the new behaviour that I've seen in these pea puffers that I want to talk about was some flaring between two of the males, I noticed. Bit of, I don't know about territorial kind of fighting or anything, but they were circling each other, two of the males. May well have been these two. And they were flaring their tails out really big to make, well, I say really big for pea puffers. And there's a silly one again. Could get you well soon. And they were circling each other, flaring up, trying to look as big as each other, or bigger than the other one, and intimidate each other. That's something I hadn't really seen before. So I'm hoping that it doesn't get more aggressive than that, because I've heard at the 10-month mark or to the year mark, you do see more and more aggression amongst the males, potentially. But I think I've been quite lucky, because so far, even when I've added new pea puffers, no one's had any kind of bickers or fights, no one's bitten one or the other. You do hear some horror stories, but touch wood, these guys do not become particularly aggressive. Something else that I've noticed is potentially, I wouldn't say breeding behaviour, but maybe a flirtatiousness between these cheeky guys. I did see a female and a male follow each other several times now for quite a while around a tank. Now that may be slightly schooling behaviour like these guys are doing now. Otherwise, I think they might be interested in each other, which would be kind of cool to have baby peas. That's not why I've got them, obviously. But that would be really, really interesting to see. And that would be an amazing video to do. Like, these guys have had babies. That would be cool. And that is the behaviour that I've noticed. So, thank you so much for everyone watching this video. If you haven't subscribed already, do that. Throw us a like, comment if you've got any advice that can help with the topics that I've talked about in this video. Things about, avoiding parasites in the first place, if it's possible. And yeah, just helping me and everyone else who has pea puffers. So this is like a channel where we can all help each other and learn from each other's mistakes rather than making the same ones over and over again between each other. If we can hear, oh, someone's made this mistake, we can, oh, okay, well, we know not to do that when we get the peas. So it helps everyone. And yes, next video should be a bit more of a fun one in a way. Not that this isn't fun, of course this is fun. And that one's going to be the top 5 community fish that you can keep with pea puffers. Now I know that's a bit controversial and a bit of a oxymoron, because I've said that I don't keep pea puffers with other fish. That's my preference. And I know a lot of people share that as well. However, there are a lot of people who keep pea puffers very successfully with other fish. And I've noticed there's patterns. So there's certain types of fish that pretty much always get on with pea puffers. And there's certain types of fish that if you have a certain type of layout in the tank, that'll work really well. So I thought there's no point not addressing that issue. So I'll be making a video on that topic. Excellent. Thanks so much everyone for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. Hope you found it useful. Until next time, bye bye.